Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, March 25th. This is the next in my film series reviews. Been a long time coming. And that, of course, is the Nightmare on Elm Street series. The only one I will not put in is Freddy VS Jason, because I basically reviewed that in my Friday 13th one. So first one I'm going to show is, of course, the awesome documentary Never Sleep Again. This ranks not only as the best film documentary, but one of the best documentaries because they really went into massive detail, getting a lot of people. Like, I would rank this up there with Planet Earth as best documentary, and for film, it would be tied with Look Up in the Sky, The Amazing Story of Superman. It really goes in depth. Kind of bummed they couldn't get Johnny Depp or Patricia Arquette back, but they got everybody from the first film all the way to Freddy vs. Jason back, a lot of people. But yeah, this is a great documentary. And Alana's on power play now. Yikes. And of course we have Nightmare on Elm Street, came out in 1984, of course directed by Wes Craven. Before I get into this, I should note, and a lot of you probably know, I am not the biggest Nightmare on Elm Street fan. I did love this one. I thought it was fantastic. But the documentary made me want to see the series again. But yeah, this is one of the best horror films out there, one of the best films of the 80s, like, not just horror film, but one of the best film, period. Yeah, I can't really say too much that we already know. Heather Langenkamp is fantastic. So is Johnny Depp, so is Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. I mean, come on. And the score is very creepy and all that. Like, you know, we all know the story. So there we go. And I give this an 8.5 out of 10, and it's in my top 100 favorite films of all time. So there we go. Nightmare on Elm Street. Second one is, of course, Freddy's Revenge. And the funny thing is, especially with the documentary, how they said how much gayness there was in this film, maybe it's because I have a lot of gay friends and I don't pay attention to this. I never saw it in the film, so maybe it just kind of went over my head. But I actually liked this sequel. I thought the guy who played Jesse was good, and everything. But I can't really talk today. It's cool to see Robert Englund back, of course, as Freddy. And again, like, we all know the storylines of this, so I won't really get into them. But I actually did like this. It was creepy. I like that kind of aspect of Freddy wanting to come back and using a human to try to do it. So, overall, really good. I can't complain, though all the gayness totally went over my head. I never saw it, so 7 out of 10 for this one. And of course, number 3, The Dream Warriors. This is my this would be my third favorite in the series. This was fantastic. Great premise of that you having dream powers. Patricia Arquette's first film, and she was great in this. Great to see Heather Langenkamp and John Saxon back. And this is directed by Chuck Russell, who went on to direct the remakes, the remake of The Blob. He directed The Mask and Eraser. So it's kind of neat how 3 of the movies, the directors kind of went on to do big things. I love the song by Dokken, Dream Warriors. I have it on my iPod. I listen to it constantly. It's a really great storyline. The only thing I have with the sequels is how they made Freddy Krueger into a funny man. So that's why I really didn't care for Freddy Krueger's funny man. No. But yeah, this is a 8 out of 10 from me. Really great sequel. And next one up, of course, is The Dream Master. Another great sequel. Like 7.5 out of 10 from me. It kind of went off a little bit, but I will say Alice is tied with Heather Langenkamp's character, Nancy, as my favorite character in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. But I like that kind of the premise of this film too, and I love the visuals. Like, you know, like they said in the documentary, trying to do the same thing and bring something fresh to it is really hard. And this was directed by Rennie Harlin, who of course went on to direct Die Hard 2 and Cliffhanger, and he directed one of my favorite films, which is Deep Blue Sea, though. And the cast is great, but like I said, this is a really good sequel. So there we go, The Dream Master. And then we have The Dream Child, which is not really a good movie. Like, the only time I will watch it is when I will rewatch the series. It would have gotten, like, a 4. Like, I give this a 5 out of 10. No, not 5, 6 out of 10. It would have been a 5, but I thought the visuals were fantastic. Only thing I didn't like is how some of the deaths really seemed really tame. Like, Dan's death, it did freak me out, but I mean, if you watch the documentary, there was a lot more to it, and I think if they would have kept that in, it would have freaked people out. Same as with Greta's death. That would have been severely fucked up. Okay, go. Yes, I know the Canucks game has ended in the first period. Sorry, I get notices on that. And I like the director, Stephen Hopkins, who went on to direct Predator 2, which is one of my favorite sequels, and Lost in Space, which I like. But yeah, there was so much wrong with this movie. But Alice was back, and she's still kicking ass. But you all know the story about this, that she's pregnant, and Freddy's trying to come back through her unborn child, kind of thing. I thought that premise was really eerie, dealing with very big subject matter, but I think it didn't pan out good, though I thought the cast was really good. But no, this gets a 6 out of 10 for me. And then we have Freddy's Dead: A Final Nightmare. It's crap. I think the only highlight was seeing Alice Cooper in it. Yeah, it falls flat on its face, though it has a really neat premise and some really neat scenes. No, it does nothing. I think we can all agree, either this or 5 are the weakest in the series, and it's the same thing. I will only watch this particular one if I'm rewatching the series. It's a 5 out of 10. And it's so funny how either the 5th... Well, no, that's wrong. It was the 5th film, so no, I won't go there. And this is directed by Rachel Talan, who actually was the kind of a producer kind of thing on a lot of these films. So that was neat. Yeah, I just didn't care for that. Even the death scenes seemed... Like, Carlos's death was the only great one, but all the others were very weak compared. So yeah, that's Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. And of course we have what is my favorite sequel out of them all, and that's Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Came out in 1994, and of course directed by Wes Craven. And this marked the 10th anniversary of Nightmare on Elm Street 1. I like this particular more because Freddy went back to being scary. And actually this was the first Nightmare film I ever saw. And I was like, oh, this is cool, and then tried watching the sequels, and I'm like, well, this is lame. But thankfully the documentary got me into watching the sequels again. It's funny how this is a movie within a movie. I thought that was excellent. So that we have Heather back, we have John Saxton back, have a lot of people back, and I love the little boy. Miko Hughes, of course we all know him from Pet Sematary. He looked like he had a blast making this movie. But yeah, this is a really freaky film, and it's one of the best sequels, and it wasn't a big hit in 1994. It took a while for it to catch on, but it's a really great sequel. 8 out of 10 from me. And like I said, Freddy vs. Jason, I'm not going to do because I already did it in the Friday the 13th one, but you know how I feel about that. I fucking love that film. And of course, I am going to mention the remake, which I actually liked. I wasn't interested in seeing it, but then when I heard Jackie Earle Haley was going to play Freddy, that made my interest go up. But I never saw this in the theater. because like I said, it's hard when you work nights, it's hard to go see movies. And I really did enjoy this one. I thought, of course, Freddy was freaky in this, and Jackie Earle Haley did not try to imitate Robert Englund. He tried to make it his own. And I do like the cast. The guy who was in Jennifer's Body, who's in this, I like him. I think he's very charismatic. I hope to see him in something else. Thomas Dekker, who of course half of us know from the first season of Heroes, or of course playing John Connor in Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. He was good in what little he had. The actress here, I don't know her name, but I thought she was good. And of course, I wish they had the cast. Oh, here we are. Rooney Mara, I think her name is. Of course, we know she's going to be Lisbeth Salander in David Fincher's Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. I don't know why she gets a lot of shit for being in that, because we can't really base her acting on 2 films, because she's done this and Social Network. But I liked her as Nancy. She didn't try to imitate Heather Langenkamp at all. So I actually, and it was a joy to see Clancy Brown in this, even if he wasn't playing a bad guy. I kind of wish he was, because he's awesome at playing bad guys. Highlander, for example, yeah. But yeah, I really did enjoy this. It's better than some of the sequels. Like, I would watch this over 5 and 6 any day. So this gets a 7 out of 10 for me. So there we go. So yeah, here's my reviews of all the Nightmare movies. Like I said, I don't like, if we all know the storyline, I don't like rehashing and saying what it is. I don't like giving away too much anyway. So yeah, I have, because over the while I finished a couple of other series, and I'm rewatching one right now. And also because of unfortunate events in the last couple of weeks, because I have been majorly sick again, I'm gonna let the contest go on a little bit longer, because in the past 4 weeks my health has been shit. I've had endless migraines. I've been like, I was supposed to work Tuesday night and Wednesday night and ended up getting violently sick, puking and nausea. It's the same thing I've had for a year, and today I had to go get blood work done, to which they took 5 vials of blood from me. So hopefully we can find out, because they're checking different stuff this time, because I haven't been diagnosed with whatever the fuck this is. So my paycheck is going to be shit. So, because I said I was going to buy the winner Doctor Who Series 1 and 2, so I'm going to let it go a little bit longer, because I am expecting my income tax check, but God knows when that will come in. So maybe, I was going to end it on the 31st, so I'll probably give you guys another week. What else? I guess that's it. So yeah, I won't have a DVD update coming, because I've only got 3, and there's no real point, so I'm going to let that build. But on the 31st, I will have a Doctor Who update, because even though my paycheck is shit, the place I go to get Doctor Who stuff is all this month is having a Doctor Who sale. And of course, when I go out there, I didn't have enough money, but the one thing I want is going to be 30% off, so I'm going to get that, and I have gotten a couple things, and some things last month that I forgot to show. So yeah, guys, hopefully I will get another video. I want to do another video tonight, another review one, kind of get caught up. So, until then, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to actually continue watching my Vancouver Canucks on TV. Hopefully they beat the Atlanta Thrashers. I think that's how you say them. So yeah, go Canucks! Yeah! So yeah, have a good night, guys. I shall see you in the later video, if I make it tonight. So like I said, have a good night. 3rd time. Watch a shitload of movies, if you can. And of course, as always, rate, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.